Do you want to save yourself some aggravation and potentially a lot of money by not repeating mistakes other investors have made? Hi, Rex Moore here, and I've learned a lot and made my share of mistakes over 4 decades of investing, including 20 here at the Motley Fool. And to help you boost your chances of scoring those huge winners that make such a difference over the years, I want to tell you about the 3 biggest things I wish I'd known before I started investing. And I believe these 3 simple yet powerful points have the potential to increase a career nest egg by hundreds of thousands of dollars. Seriously. And right now I will show you why I think this is no exaggeration and the steps you can take to stack the odds in your favor. All right, here's the first thing I wish I'd known before I started investing. Don't worry about trying to time the market. Let me illustrate what I mean with an amazing fact. Perhaps you've heard the story of a Fidelity study that showed their best performing account holders were ones owned by dead people because they never traded anymore, and the untouched accounts easily outperformed the active traders. Now, as best as we can tell, that study is just an urban legend, but the idea behind it is true. Several studies have shown a direct correlation between trading activity and portfolio performance. Summed up, these studies show us that the more we trade, the more our portfolios can suffer. Trying to sell at market highs and buy back at market lows can be very tempting, but it's nearly impossible to accomplish and can lead to severe underperformance. We believe the greatest way to massive wealth for ordinary investors is to regularly invest over a long period of time and not worry about where the market is at any particular moment. Put simply, trying to avoid market declines is more dangerous than enduring market declines. Now, number 2, and closely related, timing isn't critical to long-term success, but time is. It seems hard to do, but if you trust the sheer brute power of time, you can have a much calmer and rational approach to investing. Here's another way to think of it. Time can help mediocre investors beat great ones. It's true, you can beat Warren Buffett if you have enough time and we give him some time constraints. So the practical application here is, don't neglect your early years. They are key to adding more time in the market for you and increasing the potential of huge favorable swings in the future. Get started investing as soon as possible to get that compounding machine working. As Morgan Housel said, compound interest is like planting oak trees. 1 day's progress shows nothing. A few years' progress shows a little. 10 years shows something big. And 50 years creates something absolutely magnificent. And finally, the third thing I wish I knew before I started investing, averaging 1% more annually can make a huge difference over time. So just a little bit of effort on your part could mean jaw-dropping amounts of money over the years. For someone who contributes $3,000 a year to their 401k, my research has shown that earning an extra 1% annually can mean as much as $24,000 to $10 million extra over a lifetime, depending on rates of return and time invested. The example here uses 10% annual returns versus 11% annual returns. If you calculate for 7% annual returns versus 6%, the difference at retirement is still over $240,000. It's incredible. And that's what makes a service like the Motley Fool, which has beaten the market by over 4 to 1 since its inception, seem like an answer to a prayer. So if you want to avoid the mistakes that I pointed out and are ready to commit to regular investing over the long term, I don't think there's a better time to start than now, and a better place to start with than the Motley Fool. And one reason I think you should act quickly is how easy our team has made it to join up with us and invest alongside us today. Not only can you become a member right now, but new members can do so for 50% less than thousands of our members have happily paid. But if you do so by clicking the button below, we will include a complimentary copy of our special report, 10 Stocks for 2021. As the world begins to emerge from an unprecedented lockdown, our CEO, Tom Gardner, says this year represents one of the greatest rebuilding opportunities in our lifetime. And this report highlights 10 stocks we think are poised to take advantage of that in the year and the decades ahead. What I would do is at least give it a look, because you will be protected by our famous membership fee back guarantee. As you look at some of our early stock picks that illustrate the awesome power of long-term investing, remember that the toughest part can simply be getting started. Think about how many investing trends you've missed out on even though you knew they were going to be big. Don't let that happen again. I urge you to take action today so that you can learn the time-tested tactics that savvy investors are using to systematically build their wealth. Simply click the button to learn more.